All right, let's read. The Department of Justice asks the Supreme Court to reinstate death sentence for Boston Marathon bomber Dzhokhar Tsarnaev. I'm sorry. My apologies. Please don't hurt me. The Justice Department, in other words, Biden's DOJ is saying, yo, let's kill some people. Like, this is my problem. This is my problem here. Like, Donald Trump and his Department of Justice and his presidency started using the death penalty, especially in the last 4 months before he left office, killing people week after week after week after week for very dubious claims. Like, some of these cases were situations where I believe one of them was someone was in a car and didn't do anything. But he was there at the scene of the crime, but someone was in the car and someone else murdered someone and then he got the death sentence for it, right? Like, that's a huge problem. And now Biden's administration is like, oh, we're killing people again? Fuck yeah, I'm down. And so that's the Justice Department asked the Supreme Court on Tuesday to reinstate the death penalty for the Boston Marathon bomber. However, a federal appeals court overturned the death sentencing last summer, ruling the trial judge failed to adequately question prospective jurors about if they had been biased by hearing about the case before the trial started. The federal appeals court improperly vacated the capital sentence's recommended by the jury in one of the most important terrorism prosecutions in our nation's history. The Justice Department argued Tuesday, claiming that a prospective juror's prior exposure to a case doesn't mean they can't be impartial. So this is one of my problems, right? Okay, am I trying to defend the Boston Marathon bomber? No, but look at the situation when it comes to, remember that thing that happened, what was it, in Tennessee during Christmas, where some dude just blew up an entire block, right? And do you know all these mass shootings going on? We've had 13,000 mass shootings this year. What the hell? You're trying to reinstitute the death penalty for this guy, right? Instead of all these white supremacist terrorists that have been going around in fucking Georgia and fucking all these other states just killing people, right? What happened to the fucking guy who shot up the church and then got taken to Burger King? Is he gonna get the death penalty, right? This is my problem with this, right? If you're going to institute the motherfucking death penalty, that's some serious shit, bro. You're killing people. The government is killing people. That's not a joke, right? So it's really important that we analyze who they're killing and why they're killing them and who they're not killing, right? That's the huge thing, right? So if you want to kill this guy, right, because he killed, I don't know how many people were killed, but if you want to kill this guy, then we need to start killing all the other people. Or maybe we should just not kill anyone. Maybe that shouldn't be the role of the government, to kill people. That's not the role of the government. That's not why we have a government. So I'm just throwing that out there. The fair determination of guilt and punishment for a ubiquitously publicized crime is neither impossible nor the peculiar province of the ignorant, the acting Solicitor General said in a new filing. Instead, thoughtful and informed citizens, the ideal jurors, may serve on a jury as long as they can lay aside their impressions or opinions and render a verdict based on the evidence presented in court. Now, to be honest with you, I agree with that. That has nothing to do with whether or not this guy deserves to die, right? The idea that, if you know anything about the case before going in, that you're not allowed to be a juror, that's ridiculous. In my opinion, that's ridiculous, right? I think that you should have people that are actively engaged in a case. That's my opinion, right? If you're trying to make the jury, super impartial, I get you, but again, at the same time, this is not an excuse for the death penalty in any capacity whatsoever. There were 3 mass shootings yesterday. Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, this shit's just ridiculous. 3 people died? Okay. So what about Dylan Roof? Right? What about all these other motherfuckers? Right? Seriously. What about them? The Federal Appeals Court last year ruled there should be a new sentencing phase. Judge O. Rogery Thompson wrote in the ruling, they will spend his remaining days locked up in prison, with the only matter remaining being whether he will die by execution. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Also, die by execution. Who says that kind of shit? Right? I don't know. This is ridiculous. Again, what is Biden's fucking, what is he doing here? What is this guy doing? He's trying to reinstitute death penalty for what he deems are terroristic acts of violence. What about all these mass shootings? Seriously, what about them? Honestly though, what about them? What about the fucking January 6th riot? How about that? Are you going to sentence people to death? Are you going to sentence Donald Trump to death? Are you going to sentence Rudy Giuliani to death for saying trial by combat? No, you're not, because you're a little pussy bitch. And so the idea that you're going to target this guy instead of, I don't know, all the other way worse acts of terrorism is just beyond me. I think it's ridiculous. I think it's disgusting. And to be honest with you, I mean, I don't want to put that much more effort into talking about it, but goddamn, that's some bull ass shit. Let me just tell you.